Hello everybody, it is Saturday, and you know what time it is on a Saturday? It is the Grind Show time. It is a show of different things that are happening next week on the different days of the week and gives you perspective to prepare and as well kind of know what is going on. The show would not be possible without the amazing work of Dan of Frontline MCOC, who, as a lot of you know, we do a podcast together, which is coming back. We are this weekend figuring out a new name for the podcast before we kind of start, and I'm going to do some imagery and things, so look out for that. Make sure to check out the site because you'll have guides on the side quests, and it's important to know what's going on with the side quests as well as guides to various different types of things, and as well putting you in the picture of things that is happening around the battle realm. So, you know, make sure to get involved with that and find out and keep up to date on a daily basis, and as well loads of different videos and guides and other stuff from other creators. But in any case, let's begin. Now, as a lot of you know, I tried to pinpoint some of these 22-hour events, and basically on the rotation of things, like whilst I'm recording this video, it is halfway through the day, so it's kind of like midday, 12, kind of noon, kind of like UK time, and that's when the event quest completion goes over to the next one. And as the chain of events will happen, it kind of means that trying to triangulate based on different time zones of the world. In a nutshell, I'm trying to have a guess as to the 22-hour events, but it changes, it fluctuates, and it's not always going to be right, but it will be very close. That's why kicking off Saturday is going to be Arena Wins. That is a surefire thing, but it may be midway point through the day when it clocks over to it, just to kind of point that out, just in case anybody goes, no, actually, Rich, I think you're fine. What? That is this. But yeah, we're trying our best. In any case, Alliance War is going to be on. Summoner objectives. Make sure to go and grab your sunglasses. There's going to be an Alliance War that's going to be on at the time. So, you know, make sure to get involved with that because the wars will be less in grind in order to get the rewards cut off, and also the extent of the season is going to be a little bit kind of like less, as you can see by the point of this video going out or recording this, it's 19 days, but it's going to be a little bit less. So this is a good time to get an Alliance War and a very scuffy time when it comes to the game mode. Also, before going anywhere, it is AQ Enlistment for officers that are looking to prepare. Sunday now, and AQ begins on Sunday, which is a weird one, but it's a thing. You don't get much of a respite, but you do and you don't. And a lot of people, I'm sure will be grinding out for Quicksilver. In any case, also on Sunday, potentially Event Quest completion will be running, which is kind of weird that it's kind of like when I'm recording this is Event Quest completion on, but that should be running that day. It's a great opportunity to catch up with some of the content if you haven't done already. And as a lot of you know, for me, from a strategy point of view, I like to leave myself on some of the quests the last chapter, because it basically means that that's where the more points are when it comes to Event Quest completion, and I can maximize my take home, which you can see on screen. I've 100%ed chapters 1 to 2 and leaving chapter 3 there, and as well leaving my my kind of grind into uncollected, because I'm only going to complete that this time, as I want to get myself the completion offer for 1,000 units. But in any case, moving on, what else is happening on Sunday? As said, AQ begins Class Catalyst Clash Arena, so the Class Catalyst version is going to be on for those that grind it or those that are interested in it. Apart from that, there's not much anything going on. Collect your sunglasses, by the way. On Monday, quite a bit on. First of all, there's an Alliance War that is on. There is potentially a hero use that will be on as well. Really good opportunity to grind in some content with the Galan quest. Do that side quest with 6 stars or your rarest champions in order to maximize the take home on that. The Black Oso Market is going to be on and resetting. Will it be a reset of the featured? The answer is yes. So if anybody wants to purchase limit kind of like retopped up, that's what you've got right there. Look out for that. That's important as well for Monday. It's also going to be second time we're going to be going into the Misty Knight, who's on screen right now, and Quicksilver Arena. That's going to be very important to find out where that champion lies with a cutoff, and we're going to do the rewards results on the Monday MCN, which, you know, a lot of people kind of come on by to watch. So that's kind of like, if anybody's familiar, you can just click a tab and it will kind of take you to that. We also got not pinned comments. We've got in the description time codes if you want to skip to anything in that particular show of the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, I think I mentioned there's Alliance War on. There will be an end to the Legends store. The Legends event will kind of come to an end point, which is sad, but it is what it is. That same thing for the celebration arenas, which, let's face it, a lot of these are very grindy. At the point of recording this video, I'm only up to 840k. I've got a lot of work to do over the weekend, but I do have other stuff on in my life. I try not to make MCOC rule my life. I really do. Try it, because otherwise it just will consume you with time. And I want to get on with stuff that's more kind of like of value. But in any case, I do gotta do it. I do gotta be doing it. What's wrong with me? I'm going weird. I am weird. In any case, Incursion milestones are the final thing that's going to be on, and it's going to be a full reset of the milestone rewards and the top zone bonus. Top zone bonus will reset, and also the milestone that day. It's also going to mean, from a store perspective, it should be a reset as well. I think it's only a reset to certain things in the store, but I could be wrong. Let's have a look. Incursions, and then it's a full reset. It's a full reset of stuff, especially with the shards. Yeah. So it's a full kind of reset of everything, and more of a top up of the limit of the shards. But the crystals will drop later on in the week, so look out for that resetting of that, whatever it's going to be. On to Tuesday now, the British Day of Chewing. Not much is on in-game, but I would say same thing. Level up maybe on at this time, so maybe rank up with certain champions. The summer camp objective, make sure you get your sunglasses. But I would say anything in-game would be just catch up on content. I've got a full MCOC jobs list of stuff that I'm just behind on. I need to rapidly catch up on. So I'm probably going to earmark Tuesday as being that day to kind of like just clear my long job list of stuff in-game. And it's really simple stuff like sort out my crystals. I've got like 3k of crystals that I need to sort out. I've got champions that need ranking up, leveling up. Of course, the event could be on that day, right the way through to doing like Galan quest catch-up. So use this day as much as possible, especially because this week is going to be a bit of a dull one when it comes to content and things. It may kind of shape up a bit more livelier towards the end of the week, but that's really kind of like getting hyped for the further month and September and what September brings. On Wednesday, we may see a little bit of arena wins, potentially. Do summon an objective, of course, when it comes to Eternity of Pain. I'm not sure if it's going to return on that day. It could be a case this comes back on the 2nd or 3rd or whatever day it is of September, but it may be the week after. I think it normally kind of ties into the new content release, but I don't know, because this is a 5-week month. We'll have to really see how that kind of like falls in. But yeah, do look out for potentially Eternity of Pain 3 coming in, but don't quote me on that one, because I'm very doubtful on it. In any case, Galan solo event, which we'll see the last one, and I think a lot of people are waiting for certain types of materials that are going to be dropping in the week 5. It will be the final time you get the solo event, so look out for tips and tricks and stuff like that when it comes to videos and things like that. And as well, I would say look out for the Alpha Cat Arena for those that do it. Not interested in that for me nowadays, especially from a grind perspective. If it's on, I'll grind it, but if it's not, 30 units, yeah, okay, I might grab it, or I might kind of go, nah, not too fussed, depending if it falls on a weekend, but it's not this time. So look out for Wednesday, grabbing it, and catch up with content as much as possible. Thursday now, and it's going to be a little bit of Alliance Wars. Alliance Wars will be on. I think this will be the final Alliance Wars that will be on, that will kind of give you that guarantee of getting the eligibility, which drops on the kind of the Friday point. If not, it will be the weekend when you get another kind of arena, another Alliance Wars for that one. The other thing that's on is a tier 4 basic arena, so look out for that. So anybody that does the tier 4 basic arena. Also, it will be a She-Hulk basic arena. I am actually slightly tempted to do a She-Hulk 6-star grind. The reason being, I'm looking to get a 6-star within my roster. It's going to be falling into the basic. I feel there's going to be a fair cutoff for it. I just don't really want to invest in any units, but I definitely want to get more of a stronger version of this champion, especially as a 6-star rank 3 that can regularly rotate and take on champions that have evade and unstoppable based mechanics to kind of get that slow debuff in motion. So that's something I may be interested in doing, but just down to time, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have the time, then you don't have time to grind. It is what it is. It was what it was. And also there's going to be Alliance War that's on for today. I think I mentioned that. If I didn't, yes it is. Event quest completion as well will be on Thursday, and then there will be the sunglasses. Get your sunglasses. What's the hat? And we end the week as we normally do on a Friday. The Summoner Camp objectives, go do them if they're available, and what will be the 22-hour event. The 22-hour event will be a hero use, if I've got the things right, which I did explain about at the start of the video. There's also going to be an end to the AQ cycle, soon as it starts, soon as it ends, and then we go in the vicious round circle with things. It is going to be the Alliance Wars eligibility, as I said, potentially then with the amount of wars, because I think it's like Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Thursday. So yeah. So it's like it's those four, because it's four this time eligibility. So that seems to be right with that particular factor. But it's going to be new content announcement day. New content announcement day will kind of be like a new type of event. This I think is something to do with villains, and especially with I think it's like there's two that have been leaked, which I don't really cover these leaks. The reason being, it's just there needs explanation. A lot of the times when it comes to characters being put into this, it's just that if they've been leaked, too many players that see the leaks just question as to why, who, and it's like I just kind of feel like it's better for it to come from Kabam to say why they've put them in, just so it gets players an understanding as to like how they factor into stuff. And that's why it's cool that when Kabam do the champion reveals and like the motion things which drop on like Fridays of just before the update coming in the following week, you get a real taster of like, number one, what the new champions look like, and number two, a kind of understanding around these characters. And then the spotlights go in and you understand a bit more about like a backstory to them, and you kind of go, okay, well that makes sense. Then you see the synergies and the deep dives on the same weekend, and you kind of again like pull in these little kind of like nuggets of kind of like, okay, well that goes with that character, that goes with that character, okay, they synergize into the game like that, and it makes total sense. But you know, as I said, we'll see like more info on Friday when Kabam do the champion reveals, and as well do the deep dive. So that'll be exciting to look forward to, the new champions, new content, and what Kabam have got up their sleeve for September. Normally at this point I do my top grind tips. I kind of think for this, because I've done like just lots of like the same things, or kind of repeated things in order to kind of get people getting the idea of like grinding here for units, getting here for revives, get here for health potions, whatever. So I've done a lot of that, so I won't be repeating myself, especially in this particular segment, but I will be talking about something that I've been kind of working with, and kind of like I'm going to be improving this when it comes to a spreadsheet very, very soon. But I have something called like an MCOC job list. One thing that I'm like forever finding myself having a problem with is kind of like organizing my grind in time. A lot of the times at the moment, it's just a case of like, okay, you're playing, what do you need to do? I'm like, oh, I need to do event quest completion, so I go and grind Cavalier. Oh, it's arena wins, I'll go and do arena. I need to get my 18,000 units, so that's my next target. So I'm like, okay, well, I've got to go and grind here. So a lot of the time, I'm kind of like all over the place with what I'm doing, especially going into going, okay, I've got to do my AQ, I've got to do my AW, I've got to do this, this, and this. I need structure. Or I need like a block time saying, okay, well, I've got 5 hours right now. I can play MCOC constantly because I've got the time. That's 2 hours. That doesn't really ever happen. But I would say about 1 hour to 2 hours, especially if I'm watching a movie, is to have like a little list, whether or not it's like written on a piece of paper or it's on a phone, on a note, that you can just kind of refer back to and kind of go, okay, well, here's my job list of stuff, and then I can go and do it. So like I've got like a very kind of like, you know, I've got a job list right now. It's kind of a bit messy, and this is why I said like I've got to refine it and improve it and put it into a nice spreadsheet, allocate time to it, budget time as to how long I can do for these particular things. Like the current job list is Shard Arena grind, complete uncollected by completion deal from uncollected, grind and trade revives, which I've got to do. I've got to go and farm stuff, buy stuff in Happy Camp store, which I still haven't done, finish side quest, rank up champions, level up APOC, incursion grind, and a few other extra bits of notes of like who I'm kind of like ranking up, leveling up, and also kind of like more units I've got to grind, the Galan, Quicksilver, Crystal. So I need to change this about, but what this tip is basically create a structure, maybe short-term things that you can complete within a short hour space. Go, okay, well, I've got 2 hours now. I've got these kind of like low time grind things that I can do, and then kind of go like, okay, well, this will require about 2 to 5 hours. This will require time, little bits of time over X period of time. And it's just getting everybody under the idea of going, okay, I've got lots to do in MCOC. How do I balance my time around these particular things and do it in the most efficient way possible? I know we're kind of going like, it's a mobile game, Rich. Why are we having to think about so much of these kind of like things? Can't we just go on and play? Yes and no. I think no, because you need to think about your life. And if you are I'm not saying wasted because I've used that term very lightly, but if you are utilizing your time in MCOC, don't do it for more than 2 hours at a time. And the reason I say that is that There's other things that you could be doing with your life that's very productive. Going to get exercise, going outside, getting some vitamin D. Or it's a case of concentrating on studies, learning something new, having a hobby, having a craft, having something that allowed you to kind of like do other things outside of playing a swipe game. Play other games as well, not just mobile games, PC games, console games, things like that. Have a side hustle, those kind of things. So that's what I'm trying to like get people around the idea of saying like, okay, if you got an hour, right, how do you best use that time for that hour? And I'll be going over a video, probably an updated video on the subject of how to best use your time in MCOC without sacrificing your life. Very different for those that want to go into things like arena and have a like high extensive kind of like grind into it. But I think there's definitely kind of like a good scope to go, okay, you've got little time, you've got an hour to 2 hours, you're watching a film with your partner, you're watching a film by yourself, you're listening to a podcast, you've got some time. How do you best serve that time into different areas? And as I said, for me personally, I have to be very careful at that, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm going, okay, if I got an hour here, I'll do an incursion grind. I've got an hour and a half, I'll do sector 8 as opposed to sector 7. I got an hour, sector 7. So those kind of things you have to make those decisions about. As I said, full video dissection on this, but my top tip for the week, top grind tip, is the MCOC job list and those kind of things as well. So I hope you enjoyed that particular section coverage. I'm going to go out for a run now, funnily enough. It's quite sunny outside, so I'm going to go out for a run, and then I'm going to edit this video together and put it out at the weekend. So that's what I'm doing my time, and thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content located, boom, on screen right now. And yeah, have a lovely weekend, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.